Доброго дня. До слова.
Good afternoon, and now I give the floor to Presidential Administration spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Andriy Lysenko. Good afternoon, dear colleagues, and now information on events in ATO area during the last 24 hours. In Lugansk area, ceasefire continues. No enemy provocation observed. In Donetsk area, low intensity of fire is delivered by the enemy. The militants provoke Ukrainian servicemen to return fire near Avdiivka. They fire at our positions with grenade launchers and small arms. Other episodes of violation of ceasefire are in Svetlodarsk water reservoir region and the Donetsk airport region. Also in Mariupol area, the situation stabilized. The enemy didn't use heavy weapons. There were short-term enemy provocations in Granitne, Gnutova, and Shirokine. During the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 3 servicemen were wounded in the result of explosion of an unidentified explosive device near Bakhchovik village of Volnovasky region. After they were treated, the servicemen returned to their units. Ukrainian special forces identify the networks of accomplices of the militants. In Lugansk Oblast, SBU stopped the illegal activity of a businessman who financed the militants of LPR. The man registered the enterprise in temporarily occupied territories in Lugansk Oblast, and he sold gas, methane, and food, and he paid taxes to the budget of so-called LPR. The suspect is detained, and the investigation continues. One more militant decided to return to free Ukraine due to the program of SBU that is called They Wait For You at Home. Resident of Severodonetsk was the member of the unit headed by Dryomov since May 2014. Former militant saw that the militants looted and tortured the peaceful citizens, and he got the information about the program of SBU, and he left the ranks of the militants and got the chance to return to peaceful life in case he cooperates with law enforcers. And now, confessions of the former militant. I had some ideas, but I saw what happened there in the territory of Lugansk Oblast, and it was, there were lootings, and they took away business and belongings of people, their vehicles, they robbed the banks, and they threatened peaceful residents, and I got disillusioned in the ideas of Novorossiya, and I saw that all this Novorossiya is supplied by Russia, from the territory of Russia, and there were servicemen from Russia there, and in some time, I got information about the program provided by SBU. They Wait For You at Home, and I really sorry for my actions. Law enforcers continue to find caches of arms in the frontline area. In Shasty, Lugansk region, SBU found a cache of arms where they found Igla complex, RPG-26, and 3 carts with cartridges of different caliber. And also in Starognativka, together with the police forces, they stopped the transfer of explosive. They searched the car that went to Granitne. They found 6 TNT blocks, 126 detonators, and more than 50 mine, and the driver said that this had to be brought to Volnovakha, and from there they the militants wanted to send us to the peaceful regions of Ukraine. Ukrainian servicemen continue their training in order to be ready to counteract the enemy. In one of the firing grounds in Lugansk area, the servicemen successfully carried out firing exercises with the use of grenade launchers and mortars of 82mm of caliber. And this training was conducted far from the zone of conflict because Ukrainian military forces adhere to Minsk agreements that envisage the withdrawal of heavy weapons, including that weapon that is less than 100mm of caliber. Also, also, snipers were trained in a separate group. They were trained in hiding and firing different modifications of sniper rifles. Do you have questions? Good afternoon, Fifth Channel, Dmitry Moroz. Tell us, please. One of the servicemen, I don't want to mention brigade, he said that in Lugansk, the Ukrainian forces, that one Ukrainian serviceman was wounded or taken hostage by the militant. Can you confirm this information? We have information till midnight. If it happened after midnight, this information will be in our next report. And tell us, please, you said about Bakhchevik explosion. What happened then? Was it full gas or it is an unidentified explosive device? They got light injuries. Maybe it was an exploded ordnance of a small size. It happened so they were lucky not to be killed by it. There were no further questions. Thank you and goodbye.